Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've been happy, amazing and positive. So I'm really sorry if I sound really nasally and blocked up. It's because I'm still really sick. I'm trying to get over this cold. It's been like a week and it's still here and I'm trying everything. So let's just hope I get better in the next couple of days. Today I'm going to do a video about how I managed to lose 6 kilos in 3 weeks. But before I start, I want you guys to go follow my Instagram and please do not forget to subscribe. It helps me out a lot. The first thing that I wanted to talk to you guys was about, if you've seen my update video. If you haven't, it will be up here. I actually mentioned that I suffer from a condition called PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. The symptoms that I found for myself was that I gained a lot of weight, excessive hair, acne, not like bad acne, but I did notice that there was a bit more than usual. But the main trigger for me was the weight gain, and I tried to work out before I knew about my PCOS. And I just wasn't losing any weight. You know, I was working out at least 5 to 6 days a week and I just was not losing any weight. And then when I went to the doctors, I found out that I have polycystic ovarian syndrome. With this came, you know, a lot of sacrifices, meaning that I had to cut out sugar and carbohydrates. And if anyone knows me, carbohydrates and sugar is my thing. So it was quite of a slap in the face for me because I realized I had to change my lifestyle. So, you know, for a while I didn't. I was just like, whatever, you know, I did still sort of exercise, but I didn't watch my diet. And then I started to notice I just kept putting more and more weight on. And I was really scared that I was going to get diabetes because you're more prone to getting diabetes when you have PCOS. So I just thought to myself, this is really not the route that I want to take. You know, I've got people in my life that have suffered from diabetes or are suffering from diabetes. So I just thought to myself, this is really not what I want. So I had to change my lifestyle. And I got into the mentality of, okay, this is how I'm feeling. I feel like crap. I hate the way I look when I look at myself in the mirror. This is not ideal for myself. You know, a lot of my clothes were not fitting anymore. A lot of my clothes were getting tight. And I thought, this is ridiculous. Like I used to fit in these clothing a couple of weeks ago and I'm just putting on weight as if it's just like constant. Like it was just so constant. And I didn't even realize how constant it was until I started putting on some clothes and they were getting really tight around my arms, around my stomach area. You could see this, like the outline of my stomach, and I'm like, no, this is not good. This is really unhealthy. I need to change my lifestyle. And I was most scared about getting diabetes. So when I went to Melbourne, I ate like crap. I ate everything. And then I thought, you know what? When I get back, I'm gonna lose some weight. Now, when I went to the specialist had told me that if I wanted to, I could just get a diet pill, not a diet pill, a weight loss pill, and then drop kilos like that. And I was like, hell yeah, that sounds great. You know, I was suffering from back pains. My asthma got even worse. My fitness levels were terrible. And I thought, I need to just dramatically lose weight. And, you know, I confided in some friends and I asked them their opinion and they said, look, just go on the pill if you want and lose that weight quickly and then start your exercise and your diet. And even I was like, yeah, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. It's going to be easier for me. I'm going to lose the weight and it's going to be fine. So I went to the doctors and I told the lady my issues and she said, okay, I'm going to prescribe you with a tablet called Duromine. And if you guys know what Duromine is, it has not been tested in like 30 years. So they've still been selling it, but nothing has been reformed. The pill has not been changed to suit humans better. It's still what it is when it first came out, which was years and years and years ago. So this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not because of the light. This is what I got from the doctors, and it's a 30 milligram pill. So every pill has 30 milligrams of whatever it is in there. And as you can see, I've not used them. So my story with Duromine is I was really excited about it. I was ready to lose some kilos. Before I got the pills, my dad said to me, look, don't do it. I've done it before, and he had a panic attack and he thought he was having a heart attack. And I was like, oh, don't worry. I don't have like blood pressure issues. I don't have all that. I'll be fine. And these pills are really expensive. This costs $120. So I was like, look, I'm going to freaking do it because I've just spent $120 on it and I am not wasting that money. So I took the pill for the first day, and the first day wasn't bad. I didn't notice any symptoms or anything like that, or side effects, I should say. And then the second day I was fine, but I already started noticing I was losing weight. Even just in the second day, my appetite, I couldn't eat. So what this does is, suppresses your appetite so you don't eat much, and it fastens your metabolism. So I could feel that I didn't really want to eat much and all that sort of thing. I felt sick when I looked at food. I had like a couple of bites of food and I was like nauseated. I just didn't even want to look at food. And then the third day is when I started noticing some weird side effects. My heart was beating faster than normal and I could really feel it beating. And I was getting heart palpitations. It was hurting. It started to hurt. I thought to myself, oh my God, this is probably not very good. So I took it for the fourth day. I think it was the fourth day. Oh no, I stopped at 3. So if you see that, this is the first road that I took. And I was going to continue taking it. But that night, the third night, I was getting really bad pains in my chest, even my back. Like, if you look at the signs for a heart attack, I was having a lot of those symptoms and I got really, really scared. I was like, okay, so this is what my dad was talking about. I thought to myself, okay, I'm not going to do this. This is not worth it. So I stopped taking it. And then this is where I really did it for myself. You guys can do this sort of diet if you want. Maybe see your doctor first, just in case it's not for you. By no means am I a dietitian or a personal trainer or anything of that sort. This is just my experience with this diet. For me, after experiencing what I did with Duromine, I thought to myself, this is no way that I am even going to bother with any sort of diet pills or any sort of weight loss pills. I'm going to do this myself. So I came across this 21-day program. And in the first week, cutting out the carbs and everything, what your body does is you're detoxing all of that nasty that you've put into your body. And all you're really allowed to eat is raw vegetables and fruit. That is probably the only things you can eat. If you have dairy or meat, you can't have any dairy. Meat, you can only have like boiled chicken or fish. So it's very, very basic food. So I started the first week and I almost gave up. I'm not gonna lie, it was difficult. It was really, really hard. There was a lot of soup. There was a lot of, cucumbers and carrots and broccoli and that sort of thing. And I felt starving when I went to bed, but that is all part of the detox. You have to drink tons of water, and you're literally peeing every 15 minutes. So if you're working, if you have a busy schedule, probably don't do this diet, because in the first week, I can definitely confirm that it is difficult. You get body aches and you get very tired. But I noticed results right away. You're not supposed to exercise in the first week either. So I guess that's, it sort of made things a little easier. But I was sleeping a lot and my body was hurting quite a bit, but I got through the first week, and the second week got a lot easier because I could introduce a little bit of carbs. So I've been eating like vegan patties with vegetables and salad on the side, and very low carb and low sugar ketchup, and things like zucchini pasta, vegan sausages with gravy, and things like that aren't very high in calories. My calories, I try to keep them between 1,000 and 1,500. The average female burns about 2,000 to 2,200 calories just by doing day-to-day activities without sort of exercising. I exercise as well every day, so I try to keep my calories very low, so I'm burning more than I'm consuming, and it's become so much easier. In fact, when I have my cheat days now, I hate the feeling that I get. My body just rejects all the nasty foods, seriously. But I mean, obviously the taste is freaking beautiful, but I just feel so much better when I'm eating healthy. Even when you're doing your daily exercises, you just feel so good. You sweat everything out. It feels amazing. The third week, the final week, was when you start introducing a bit more high intensity workouts, and it just honestly changed my life. I lost 6 kilos in that 3 weeks. After the 21 days was over, I'm able to have at least one cheat day per week. I'm trying not to be too strict because I don't want to feel like I'm waiting for Saturday to have my cheat meal. If I sort of feel like a piece of bread, like a small piece of bread, I'll have it. I'm not going to be that strict on myself that I'm just waiting for Saturday for my cheat meal, But for the 3 weeks, I was absolutely strict. I was so strict. I can fit into some clothes now. The clothes that were too tight for me now fit perfectly how it did before. It just feels so uplifting that I could do that in 3 weeks. And for someone that has PCOS and struggles to lose weight, I'm sure all the women out there who have PCOS can relate. When you have the condition, it's really hard to lose weight. You don't lose weight like the average person. So if you're someone that doesn't have PCOS, you will definitely lose more weight and probably even lose it faster. I do 30 minutes of cardio every single day. If you know who Shaun T is, I follow his exercise programs. They are brutal, some of them, but 30 minutes out of your day is not a lot to dedicate for your health and fitness. I saw pictures of myself and I thought, oh my goodness, what have I done to myself? This is really ridiculous. I don't feel good. I don't think I look good. This is just, personally for me, this is how, this is how I feel or felt. I just knew I had to change my lifestyle. So I wanted to talk about a couple of do's and don'ts. Like I said, I'm not a personal trainer, but I know what's worked for me. You don't have to get an expensive personal trainer if you have the determination already. If you know that you have a goal and you're ready to conquer it, you can do it at home. You don't need to go to the gym. You don't need a personal trainer. You can do it on your own. This is how I did it because I was super determined. I didn't need anyone to push me. I knew exactly what I wanted. I kept looking at the pictures that I hated of myself, and that was my reminder that this is not what I want to be. I do not want to be any bigger than this. I don't want to get heart problems, more like worse asthma problems, worsen my PCOS, get diabetes. My pictures were my motivation, not anyone's words, not what anyone thought. It was purely me and my pictures. So a couple of do's and don'ts that I've written down for you guys is, in the beginning, before you start your journey in fitness and healthy eating, the best thing for you to do is measure where you want to lose the most weight. A lot of people, it would be the stomach area and the thighs and hips area. I made the mistake of not measuring myself. I wish I did so I could see how many centimeters or inches I've lost. But I totally forgot and I just went straight into the diet. But I did weigh myself, and that's how I know that I've lost 6 kilos. So definitely measure yourself and also weigh yourself, but don't let the numbers on the scale consume you. Just step on the scale beforehand and just see how much you weigh, and every week, once a week, maybe step on the scale and see how you're going. If you feel like you've put on weight, that's got nothing to do with the fact that maybe you have put on weight. I mean, if you're eating badly and not doing your exercises, maybe, but you know, when a woman has their period, you gain 2 kilos during that time. That's what happened to me, but it's all part of the hormones. So definitely weigh yourself and measure yourself. Another very important thing is detox for the first week. Try not to consume any fried food. I mean, you can use a little bit of olive oil if you want to fry up some onions or make a soup or anything like that, but try to not use more than a teaspoon. If you look at the calories in olive oil or vegetable oil, any oils, even in 1 tablespoon, there is a lot. So it takes ages to even burn that off. So just be mindful in the first week of how much oil you're putting in your dinners or your lunches. Try to eat more salads and things like that. Detox is really, really important, just to clear your body of all the toxins and all the crap that you've put into it. That is where you will notice you've lost the weight 100%. Another do is try to stick to 50 grams of carbs or less a day. This is after your detox. So you know, if you see something and it's got 20 grams of carbs, that's okay. But if you want to have 2 of those, just be careful because you're about to reach that 50 grams. I usually stick to 30 grams of carbs and it's worked for me. I only have carbs at dinner. I have a meal replacement for lunch, and for breakfast, I'll usually probably just have like a piece of fruit or something. Or if you eat eggs or anything like that, I mean, obviously you can do that for yourself as well. Another do is exercise. Exercising is so important. I can't stress it enough. Please at least try to get 30 minutes a day. This will speed up your metabolism. This will fix your fitness levels. This will fix your mindset. You will notice faster results when you exercise. You need to do at least 30 minutes a day for 5 days a week, or you can even do 40 minutes a day 4 days a week, something like that. But definitely exercise, and cardio is really important in the first 3 weeks when you're trying to lose weight. You will notice a massive difference. Another do is calorie count. Count what you're eating in the first 3 weeks. Try not to go over the 1,500 because you need to go in your calorie deficit. I don't know how you say it, but if you're exceeding that, you're either maintaining your weight or you're putting on weight because you're consuming more than you burn in an average day. So try to stick to lower amounts of calories. Your body will get used to it. In the beginning, you will feel hungry, you will feel lethargic. Seriously, calories, you don't realize how quickly they add up. A teaspoon of sauce has like 30 to 60 calories in it. So yeah, that's a lot. Also, guys, I forgot to mention, have a fitness watch. I bought this from Amazon for about $20. I will leave a link down below if I find it again. It will calculate your steps, the calories that you've burned, and just overall fitness levels. I haven't even explored all of it yet, but I do calculate my steps and all the calories that I've burnt. 10,000 steps should be your aim every single day. I don't reach that very much, to be honest. I usually reach about half of that, but yes, definitely a do is one of those watches. They help so much even in your exercises, and it calculates your heart rate as well. So definitely get onto that. And a couple of don'ts is don't do weights when you're trying to lose weight because you're going to build muscle. And if you're trying to actually see the difference in scales, scales wise, which I don't recommend, you're not going to see that you've lost weight. In fact, it's probably you're gaining muscle. So don't do that in the first 3 weeks of your fitness routine. Do not skip exercise. 5 days a week, 30 minutes. Don't skip it, whatever you do, because that will put your mind in a really lazy place, and then you're like, oh, well, you know, then you feel really bad about yourself if you've skipped it. So don't skip it. Trust me, you feel amazing when you exercise every day. Another one is don't eat too many fruits. fruits have high sugar levels and also high levels of carbs as well. So maybe Google the types of fruits you can eat. I've been eating, you know, lots of nectarines, cucumbers. I've been eating, you know, maybe half an apple, couple of lychees. You know, yes, they are high in sugar and carbs, but you can eat a few. Strawberries are great, blueberries are great, things like that. Even kiwi fruit is really, really good. You can also have avocado because it is good fats. So try to incorporate maybe half an avocado in your lunch or your dinner, because that will help you to keep full as well. And it's super, super healthy. Another don't is, like I said before, don't get too fixated on the scales. What I've done is I keep items of my clothing that have become too tight or don't fit. And that's how I measure myself. If they start feeling more loose, then you know that it's working. I'm actually fitting into my undies that couldn't even make it halfway up my thighs before. And the other day, 2 days ago, I put them on. I tried to see if I fit in them, and I fit in them. Thank you. I'm so happy about that. Another don't is don't drink soft drinks. And I'm not talking about the sugar ones because that's obvious. Coke, no sugar, Pepsi Max, all of that stuff, they're bad for you. Don't drink it. Just don't drink it. If you're trying to lead a healthier lifestyle, don't drink it. Of course, you can drink it on your cheat days and whatnot, but the first 3 weeks, no juices either. No juices that you get in boxes or cartons, whatever. Juice your own juices. Like, incorporate lots of greens like kale, spinach, cucumbers, lemons, limes, that sort of thing, because that's what really kickstarts your metabolism and you feel really good. And it's really good for you anyway. But yeah, this is how I've lost the 6 kilograms. Trust me, I feel amazing. People may not be able to notice the difference straight away, but you see it. When you look at your stomach in the mirror, or when you put on that piece of clothing that didn't used to fit, you just notice the difference. And I feel so amazing that I'm able to sit here and tell you that I've lost 6 kilograms. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you learned something, and let me know if you do want to try out this diet or program, I should say. You know, message me on Instagram or leave a comment down below if you have a question. I will definitely more than happily answer it for you. I should also mention that my dad has lost about 9 to 10 kilos on the same program. So, but he does like way more intense exercise, and he obviously doesn't suffer from PCOS, so it's a lot faster and a lot quicker for him. If you do have health conditions, please contact your doctor before doing any sort of program. But thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you next week. Stay happy, amazing, and positive. Bye.